super far away. Continue. I think this might be the final chapter. But we'll see. Try to finish it this go around. Watson. Sherlock Holmes. Reading book.
Well, Holmes, here we are at the Royal Botanic Gardens. There's no doubt that this place is beautiful. But are you really intent on investigating the theft of the plants?
Yes, of course.
Plant thievery. I feel like back then that might have been a thing, but nowadays it's kind of like...
Don't touch anything else, is that clear? Just go and get a bucket of fertilizer. And without turning it over this time. Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you? If you are here for a visit, please do come back on Sunday.
I am afraid that it cannot wait. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson. We are investigating the theft of plants that took place here 5 days ago. A remarkable collection, I believe.
So you're the one in charge, eh?
A small favor for a friend. Now, to whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
I am Martin Hamish. I am the Deputy Director of Kew Gardens. And that fellow yonder is Albert. He works here.
I am delighted to meet you. What can you tell us about the plants?
They were rare and exceptional plants. We presented them at our last exhibition. We haven't removed the statue. It is still in the large glass house. We only learned of their disappearance the evening after the exhibition, and nobody saw anything.
No doors were forced?
No, but I would imagine that for a thief it would be fairly easy to gain entry, for there are no guards here.
Well, if you don't mind, we will take a look. Now, you say that it is in the large glass house.
Yes, the one just behind me. Just a second. Since
Solving the
Albert has nothing
crime
else to
of
do.
missing plants.
Albert, show these gentlemen where the exhibition was held.
How many
I really
people
didn't think that would
work
be
here?
Only myself.
One of the last
But
crimes.
occasionally 2 students, Albert, whom you have met, and Miss White.
Here it is. This is the place where the stolen plants were exhibited.
It's hard to believe this is originally a $40 game.
Yes, there is.
Still a good
All right,
game.
the
It's
plants were
just
valuable and rare,
I'm
but
not really sure
it seems to me that the tragedy that took place here only 2 days ago has been entirely forgotten already.
What tragedy are you referring to?
The director of Kew Gardens, Mr. Montague Dunn, he died here just 2 days ago.
We're very sorry. We were not aware. The two of you were good friends?
He was my father.
Oh dear. Our condolences.
father.
We should not be troubling you. Please do excuse us for the intrusion.
You say that he died here, in the large glass house.
Holmes?
Yes, just here, near the door to the colonial collection. He suffered a heart attack, just like that, so suddenly. It was terrible. Excuse me, gentlemen, but I cannot remain here. If you need me, I'll be in the reserve. That's the room next to the front of the large greenhouse.
Of course, we understand. The plants were here. All of them were stolen.
Do not touch.
Here is a list of...
Seems like a very strange crime to be investigating. But I guess I'll investigate. Somebody stole some plants.
According to this, they have light and moisture control in some parts of the building. According to this... According to Albert, this is where his father, Montague Dunn, was found dead. Soil. The soil on the side of... The traces are thinner in some places. These boot marks are fresh. It appears the footprints... The door was smashed at shoulder height. This door handle is new. It was... The esconson. The door was forced from the inside of the Colonial Collection Room. The handle was changed afterwards.
I think we need to inspect the Colonial Collection Room.
Very strange. The smell is strong. It is a detergent.
A stone chip.
This broken fragment was the result of a heavy blow. A fragment of marble, most likely chipped from a statue or sculpture. The smell is strong. It is a detergent. These windows were perfectly cleaned. Part of this greenhouse was emptied and thoroughly cleaned. This is one of the outlets of the ventilation system. These plants come from all the territories of the British Empire.
Isn't that one a corpse plant?
Soil. Fragments.
I knew there was something else I was missing on that.
These trees, with their roots in water, must originate from Louisiana.
Ah, yes, the bayou. I remember our visit in the case of the Awakened.
Water lily greenhouse. Dry tropics.
What the fuck? Oh, cactuses. I love cactuses. I'm gonna say back to first person. It looks a lot better that way. Move, Watson, you annoying bastard. Trying to examine these.
These flower pots are beautiful. The symbol is not from Kew Gardens.
Alright.
Dry tropics. there is a smell of burning.
The hell?
A broom handle was half... a door handle? The door handle to the Colonial Collection and that of the fireplace are made of the same material.
Is it wood or?
The plants were set alight fairly recently. Some have not... A
Okay,
protective
that's
mask. Someone set it alight. The remains of a picture frame.
I think that was everything. Well, nope.
The symbol is not from Kew Gardens.
Is anyone else going to be curious to why there's even just a random burning pile right here? It's not safe. What? Come on, how do I get out of this? Gotta walk all the way over here to get around that. Ventilation system, seed house, nursery. Looks like we have a lot on our plate. Specifically. Alright, let's see where all these places take us.
A water tank. A ventilation system. It should regulate the temperature of the staff buildings. A ventilation. Seed house. Locked.
Well, I don't like that one bit that it's locked. Get out of my way. I don't like locked things.
Locked. Locked.
Nursery is locked.
Locked.
Damn, how many places are locked?
Locked.
Give you a thorough examine.
Albert told us about the tragic death of Mr. Dunn, the late director of Kew Gardens.
Tragic indeed. His heart attack was quite unexpected.
Would you unlock the doors for us?
Do you expect to find the stolen plants there? I am sorry, but those rooms are private.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
can I help you, gentlemen?
Yes, you can.
Yes, but part-time only. For I'm also studying botany at the University of London.
You're following in your father's footsteps, then. That is commendable.
Well, even if botany is not my strongest suit, there are people who say that I could be a good manager.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon. Farmhouse. A task list for...
Excuse me, but I have to tidy up this room.
Tidy up this room. Whoa. This one's very jungly. There's not really much to it, though. I feel like in Assassin's Creed, you got a hold of Sherlock Holmes, it'd be a little bit more enticing. So all we have is empty collection. Oh my gosh, I hate how he slows me down when I try to move.
This pot, a flower pot, recently fell down from these shelves.
The last thing I needed to figure out.
No, it wasn't like that. No, it wasn't like that. No, it wasn't like... No, it wasn't like that. According...
Oh. Okay.
wasn't like that.
What?
No, it wasn't like that.
Well, how else could it have been?
No, it wasn't like that.
I don't have any other.
No, it wasn't like that.
What the fuck?
No, it wasn't like that.
So confused.
No, it wasn't like that. No, it wasn't like that.
I mean, I don't know how it was like.
This sign. Blood. Somewhat. All.
Alright. Now I see. Me over here bucking around.
This reconstruction reveals a disturbing fact. Montague Dunn damaged the door of the Colonial Collection Room.
He was in a panic, or the door was locked. Was it an accident, or a murder then, I wonder?
I remember the guy saying that it was someone had died, but Scotland Yard. Because when it was first explained, it was like missing plants, and now it's a murder. I remember the boy saying his father died, but it just seems like everybody was more preoccupied about
I
the
asked
plants.
Inspector Lestrade to take Montague Dunn's body to Scotland Yard.
It's ready for autopsy then.
Ah, Scotland Yard. Back again that way. Back again, officer.
Mr. Holmes?
Officer.
A beautiful. A membership card for the London. This watch is of great.
Seen all of his belongings. Now where is his body? Oh yeah, there is an autopsy room. I do remember. Ah yes, I wanted to do this.
First of all, Let us carry out an external examination.
Aha! This is the old man. Ah, you little bastard.
The vessels and the pupil of the eye appear quite normal.
Jeez, at least close his eyes.
There is an injury to the skull. The air from the lung. There are no suspicious marks
It
upon the chest.
nipples!
Let us finish our
Nipples!
Nothing suspicious here. No redness. Now, let us
Gander at your internal organs. Yeah, that's gotta be like the worst thing about being murdered is they have to do an autopsy to figure out exactly what, and then you gotta remove your shit. Oh, look at that, it just took the guy's lungs out.
The lungs are congested and edema.
Oh.
The tissue on the inferior lobe.
And just put it right back in.
The liver tissue is brown. The liver is in.
Your stomach, boy. Very
The
green.
stomach tissues. There is a small amount of content. The heart tissue shows no visible pathological signs. The heart tissue. The heart's blood vessels show
Tissue.
no pathological signs.
The way the British say tissues, is like
My suspicions have been
Tissue.
substantiated. Montague Dunn, the director of Kew Gardens, died from poisoning. Plant poisoning, to be more exact.
You mean
Yes, it is murder.
we should inform Lestrade?
Yes, but do remember, Watson, that I discovered the murder. The challenge is mine.
The challenge, Holmes?
We need to locate that deadly plant. Such a perfect murder appeals to me.
Murder of any kind appeals to you. Is that all we need to do?
No, we also have the people working at Kew Gardens. Martin Hamish and the son of the victim, Albert Dunn.
I
And
was
also
the
Miss White,
nigger the
whom
whole
we spoke to Mr.
time.
Hamish. Should
That
we
would
bring
be
them
the
all
best
together
Sherlock
for
Holmes.
interrogation?
He was the ultimate
No.
killer.
A few innocuous questions at Kew will suffice, as well as a discreet delve into their personal affairs. Yes, Watson, it is time now to open the doors.
Even those in the staff building. I suppose that is necessary.
We should also be concerned with the victim himself. After all, we don't know very much about Montague Dunn.
You're enjoying this already, aren't you?
More than a little.
Alrighty. Think I've destroyed this guy's body for burial enough. Violated the man's corpse, indeed. And I am tired as shit. Oh, wait a minute. Don't know if I need to talk to him, but I will go research the shit I have, though. Watson, you dirty boy. There's only one thing you can look at through that, and I was looking at it earlier. It's that fat chick. Watson, you dirty man. You like what you see,
Someone
Watson?
should take Toby for a walk. Have you found something interesting?
Oh dear, Toby.
Someone should take Toby for a walk. Have you found something interesting?
Is it because he sees her? Is that what he means by Toby for a walk? Ha.
That is not the one I need.
Stolen plants. Stolen plant. Oh wait, I need a paper encyclopedia. Botany.
Here it is.
Symbols. Encyclopedia. History. Looks very Japanese.
That is not the one I need. That is not the one. That is not the one I need.
This glyph means divine.
That is not the one.
What do I need? Newspaper. Oh, wait. Yeah, it seems to be dealing with what I have. Research. Chemistry, toxins and poisons, wounds and injuries, criminalistic martial arts, marks and symbols, there we are.
That is not the one I need. Here it is.
Should have took the idea for
The Divine Syndicate is not a...
Another symbol.
That is not the one I need.
I'll say, I don't know which
Here
one
it is.
you need.
My archive. I can always
Alright, well, that's as far as we go right there, and then we'll have to go exploring again. Letter. Strange. I still have another mystery after this one. And I still have people to currently meet. But I feel like there's more people inside the building, hiding. Hiding away, but no one's to see. Ah. So if that was a murder, you're gonna have to give me the key.
Mr. Hamish, can you explain to us what happened to the colonial collection? It seems somewhat depleted.
But, oh, most likely maintenance work, tidying up.
You're not sure, then? But you're the deputy director.
Well, I am busy. I cannot be everywhere at once.
Can't be everywhere at once. Yes, you can. Every botanist knows they can be God.
As deputy director, how is your relationship with Montague Dunn?
To be honest with you, Mr. Holmes, it could have been better. You see, every Tuesday he would carry out his inspection of the gardens, but it was solely to make an impression. Great pretense that he cared at all. He would give out absurd orders, ignoring anyone else's opinion. He would then disappear for the rest of the week.
This guy's the murderer.
He was what some might call a man of action.
I'm gonna frame this
Or
guy.
rather, he was overzealous and chaotic. So after all, it was no wonder, perhaps, that he ended up like that, if you take into consideration his kind of lifestyle.
Lifestyle.
You mentioned that Mr. Dunn led
Kinda
a
lifestyle.
particular lifestyle.
Well, it's no secret that he enjoyed, celebrating, shall we say. He was a member of the London Smart Set. He was famous for it. That
And
he had an eye for the ladies, to put it mildly, Mr. Holmes.
For the ladies. Well, as for the
what
keys,
is your opinion
after.
of Albert as a student of botany?
Get all the information
Useless.
I can.
I often tell him so,
man.
and I can only give him cleaning tasks. Botany is not his life's work, and his father well knew it. He was furious about it.
He was.
Oh yes, he forced his son to work here, and he never missed an opportunity to criticize him publicly.
Are you able to elaborate on that?
Well, for example, with our last exhibition here, Mr. Dunn had Albert make a presentation speech. But then, while the lad was speaking, Mr. Dunn interrupted him, asking him difficult questions, making him look like a failure. It was with the intention of making a fool of him, Mr. Holmes.
That must have been terribly humiliating.
Yes, he was crushed, and he had to leave. Everybody was making fun of poor Albert. That is, except for Miss Margaret White, who is such a nice lady and who always takes pity on Albert.
Margaret
You
White.
mentioned a Miss White. Would you tell us more about her?
She is a student who works here part-time. She is quite charming indeed. She possesses a great talent for botany. You should take a look at some of her experiments that she carried out in the laboratory. Ah, if only she were not so naive.
Why naive?
The way she used to flutter around Mr. Montague Dunn. And why, he couldn't help but be flattered by all her attention. How could an intelligent woman such as Miss White not see through his game? I can only scratch my head and wonder.
It's not always about intelligence.
Tell
Maybe she
me,
wants to
Mr.
wrap
Hamish,
her
do you grow
legs
the more
around
deadly
the
variety
men.
of plant here?
You mean insectivorous? Yes, but nothing larger than that.
Are you aware of the Divine Syndicate?
The Divine what? Is this a joke?
No, I am quite serious.
What a ridiculous name. Anyway, I have never heard of this syndicate.
Seems like a lie.
Mr. Hamish, can you tell us who holds the keys to the locked greenhouses?
That would be Albert, Mr. Dunn's son. Yes, Albert keeps all the keys, and one can only imagine why.
What do you mean?
Well, he was never interested in Kew Gardens before. And now all of a sudden he's trying to act as if he owns the place. I think he wants to take over the management here. He'd do better to leave that to me. He has no experience. No, none at all.
Thank you, Mr.
Cocky
Hamish.
gentleman.
We shall continue our investigation.
Like I said, I might frame this guy. I don't like him. I don't like him at all. Give me the keys, boy. Give me the keys.
Who is Miss Margaret White?
Ah, she is the young lady who studies with me. She visits here sometimes to help out with the greenhouses. In fact, she should be here today. She wanted to work at the seed house. That's the small greenhouse across from the large glass house.
We noticed that a part of the colonial collection has been cleared.
Ah, at the moment I'm just dealing with the storage room. I don't know much about the other rooms.
I imagine that your relationship with your father may have been a strained one.
Yes. I cannot say that he was a kind man, for he never listened to me at all. He forced me to work here.
Forced
Now,
you.
after his death, I have to follow his path. And I have to manage Kew Gardens. And I can do it. I can be as good as any other who works here.
Tell me, have you ever heard of the Divine Syndicate?
No, I cannot say that I have.
Would you please tell us about Martin Hamish, the Deputy Director?
Well, I have to tell you that Mr. Hamish is not and has never been the Deputy Director of Kew Gardens. My father would not have tolerated it.
Indeed? Well, that is most interesting. He told us that he was.
Yes, because he believes that the management should be passed down to him now that my father is dead. But in actual fact, Mr. Hamish only has the honor of being the garden's longest-serving employee. In fact, if we are to think logically at all, it should be me who takes over the management of Kew Gardens.
Do you not have a good relationship with Mr. Hamish?
I suppose so. But we have very little in common. Mr. Hamish loves his plants and Kew Gardens, and I cannot say that I share his passion.
I see. And how was his relationship with your father?
Oh, he hated my father. It was obvious. He would be furious whenever
What?
my father boasted of Kew Gardens in the
Kinda just
newspapers
gives
or
it
at
away.
conferences.
He's gotta be the killer.
He was convinced that my father was stealing all of the
Does he
credit
kill
for
him?
himself.
Did he kill him?
But my father treated Mr. Hamish in the same way as he treated anyone. Dismissively. With indifference.
Do you hold the keys to all of these locked doors?
Yes, you can have them. But I cannot give you the keys to the cloakroom. The employees' effects are private. I am sure you understand.
Thank you, young man.
Up
We
until
shall
I
see you
need
again
to see
soon.
them. Thought I had something there, but I guess I didn't. Let's go exploring. Haberdashery.
According to this, they have...
So many freaking areas I gotta go through. There goes that lady.
Look, Holmes, this charming lady must be Miss White. She's entering the sea.
I couldn't even see her from that well from where you are. How the fuck did you see her? She had to be thicker for me to see.
Open.
First, I'm gonna be curious. Alright. Why is that an option?
These leather... A book about ships. Nothing at all to do. Materials for college study. This place serves... This is one of the outlets of the ventilation system. From here, we are unable to see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room.
Alright, Margaret White. Margaret
Good day
Thatcher.
to you, miss. You have some very beautiful plants here.
Why, thank you, sir. And good day to you, too. But
Oh, I do beg your pardon. My name is Dr. John Watson. This is my good friend, Mr. Sherlock Holmes.
I am honored to make your acquaintance, gentlemen. My name is Margaret White. Excuse me, but are you Sherlock Holmes, the great detective?
Yes,
Yes,
Miss
I am
Pointy-Faced Woman.
What a pleasure to see you here at Kew Gardens. Are you working on a case?
You have a very big head. Big old headed woman. Was that herpes? Is herpes a thing in this time and age? She got a good
Yes,
face but bad
a
hands.
theft of plants that took place here a few
Still got a
days
big
ago
head, though.
after their most recent exhibition.
Oh, yes, of course. I quite forgot about that.
Oh, it's quite understandable that you might forget about the theft of the plants, miss, after the tragedy that took place here.
Yes. The director was a truly good man. It is such a terrible misfortune.
Would you happen to know why part of the Colonial Collection was cleared?
No, I have never been there.
Do you work here?
Part-time only. I am a biology student at the London University. I attend the same classes as the son of Mr. Montague Dunn. That is how I found my chance to work here for part of my thesis, you see. It is a great honor.
How well did you know Mr. Montague Dunn?
He was a master, a great leader. I saw him almost as a spiritual father.
He had an exceptional nature.
Oh yes, indeed. He
Spiritual
was always
father.
so active and so optimistic.
Why so?
He loved his son dearly and wanted the very best for him. It made him extremely demanding. Albert, who is naturally shy, suffered because of it.
Oh, he means by that.
The Divine Syndicate. Does that name mean anything to you, by any chance?
Not at all. But it is a very pretty name.
Weird that you think it's pretty.
Most of the doors in Kew Gardens are locked. Do you have a key to this room?
Oh, yes. Albert gave me a set of duplicate keys. He agreed I might carry out my studies without disturbing him. It is only temporary.
Thank you, miss. None of the 3 people who work at Kew Gardens know why half of the Colonial Collection... Someone...
Someone has to be lying. I am missing another person to talk to.
locked.
Not locked anymore.
The seeds of plant species...
Alright.
It is a bust of Montague Dunn.
Why does he look like a black man?
It is a bust. I am curious if the marble that we...
Wow.
Here it is. The marble...
Interesting. That they made doors in an area like this.
These young plants must...
The clown.
A master's degree diploma. An award presented to
Yeah, I feel like that guy killed him.
This poster is for an exhibition that Martin Hay... We can see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room from this window. This is one of the... A thesis. A glasses... This area serves as... There was a bottle.
Gold dust.
The gold is almost...
But why?
Several drops of... The bottle is no longer here.
Interesting. What kind of bottle was
A phonograph you...
Yes, this is... I don't hear anything. I don't hear anything.
Martin Hamish's perception of plants. The notion of communication in the plant world has long been considered marginal, yet I remain convinced that some plants do indeed transmit chemical signals in the event of attack.
A study report by Martin Hamish.
And it seems clear from these multiple experiments that plants do respond to their environment and have a form of consciousness. Margaret White, February 1895. Report number 245.
Study report. This is a table.
Only this one is kept in good order, Holmes.
Chemicals. A botany book. This student's book belonged... The employee's cloak. It appears as though the protective equipment is missing. Gloves.
Do they grow...
Glove.
Do they grow dangerous?
Such masks are just... Locked.
Holmes, Albert Dunn didn't...
It does not matter. We will open.
I didn't do that with the other ones. Really never cared about what was locked until now. Jeez.
Open.
That was one hell of a lark.
Miss White's locker. Apparently, Miss White is a capable student. A draft of the These jewels must be worth a vanity purse. Miss White's Martin Hamish's Father and I, Kew Gardens. A review on rare Martin Hamish. Albert's locker. A picture of Miss White.
And they seem to get along.
A picture of Miss White. Specialist articles on Albert Dunn has a great passion. A rejection letter from the British Royal Naval College.
guess that's it. Wait, did I open this one yet?
Lock.
This is gonna be one of them tedious things. It's gonna take me a minute. It was relatively easier than I thought. I just, you know, didn't expect it to be that easy. Made it harder than it should have been. Made it harder than it should have been. Taking
I suggest
everything I found.
a photograph of Monte. Newspapers. Champagne. French wine.
just leaves their suit like that? So far, we don't have 100% of things put together. It's all pretty much the same shit again.
Mr. Hay.
Family? No. I'm the only one with a passion for botany.
I do not think so. This photograph of you and your father at Kew Gardens suggests the opposite.
But you have no right to.
Do tell us more about your father.
He was, indeed, the greatest botanist of his time in the British Empire. He worked together with Montague Dunn until the end of his life. He brought me in at the age of 12.
Did he get on well with Mr. Dunn?
No, I couldn't say that. They expanded Kew Gardens together, that was all. And it was all my father's work. For Dunn always lived the high life.
So Mr. Dunn was not helping your father?
Oh yes, he provided the financial support. And as far as he was concerned, that fulfilled his role. But the worst of it was, he declared himself as the master of Kew Gardens. Fame meant nothing to my father. So it was easy for Mr. Dunn to take all the credit.
There is a bust of Montague Dunn in the nursery.
A bust? Oh, that old thing. Further proof of that outrageous ego of his.
But why in that room in particular?
Oh, I don't know. It has always been there.
It is strange, because I recovered a fragment of the bust inside the Colonial Collection Room.
Really? Oh, well, so I am mistaken. It ought to have been removed during the cleanup. This room is so small.
Do you know who moved it?
I have no idea. Surely Mr. Dunn requested it. Do you have any more questions like this? Because fragments of rock are not my responsibility.
Evidently. Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
It's gotta be over here playing dumb. I know it's him.
I perceive that you are...
Passionate? No, not really.
Are you quite sure?
It's difficult, that's all. My future is here. It has never been about anything else.
I thought it said something about the Navy.
I perceive...
Passionate?
Are you quite...
It's difficult, that's all. My future is here. It has never been about anything else.
And yet I know that the Royal Naval College rejected your application.
Ah, you truly are as clever as they say. Yes, that's correct. And in fact, my father was strongly against the idea. He did his best to ruin my plans, although I almost did succeed. But my dreams were shattered, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon.
poor Mr. Mon.
Could I have talked to her again? I guess not. Well, all I have is more puzzle pieces. No puzzle.
Just be careful with the plants during your inspection.
Oh, I gotta use Toby. Gotta go get Toby. Get the dog. Get the dog in. Get the dog. Yeah.
Come on, Toby. We have.
Let us go.
Kew Garden.
Let us take Toby to the... Search, Toby. Search.
I think you'd be mad at their dog here. Oh. Off to the side.
Congratulations, Toby. Now let us see what you have found. This is the bottle that was used in the laboratory. There is still some liquid remaining in the bottle, with a tiny caterpillar. Not surprising to see one in a...
Perform an analyst. Oh, I had to go search. Put the dog up and analyze.
Let us determine just... Let us pour liquid from the bottle into a test tube. This is the... a colorless, water-based liquid. Quite a strong floral aroma.
Holmes? What are you doing?
It has a bitter taste.
What if it's poisonous?
Did you ever see poison stored in enormous jars like that?
So what do you...
It is some kind of organic compound. Let us vaporize the... Small colorless crystals. Colorless, tiny crystals that are soluble in water, with a floral smell and a bitter taste. Watson, could you pass me that small bottle, please?
Of course. Here you are. Holmes, do you know what it is?
Wagner's reagent. There was a label on the bottle that you passed to me.
No, Holmes, I meant the bottle that we found.
Let me add the reagent and see if there is any sediment, and then I shall tell you. I need to take... Red sediment, just as I suspected. This liquid is of organic origin. It contains some alkaloid. Most likely it is unstable, and that is why there is a quantity of gold dust to prevent contamination. This mixture is probably a fertilizer. Someone was carrying out unusual experiments in the garden's laboratory.
He just literally drank a random liquid. He didn't even know what the fuck it was.
Here it is. And here is the Divine Syndicate's address. Perfect. It is time to find out what they have against Montague Dunn.
What do they have against him?
This place is beautiful, Holmes. Its atmosphere is remarkably soothing.
Let us find someone who could help us. Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock.
I am exalting the sun. A while can you wait? From the trace of elements and moreover from the quality of the ambient geotropism.
I feel like this is not an actual Asian person
Therefore,
doing the
please,
voice.
mind my gravitropism. Its balance. Do not disturb.
Disturbed is most definitely the word.
Do not disturb.
There. Completed is the symbiosis. Welcome you are. To introduce myself I shall. I am the Green Grand Mystic.
The Green Grand Mystic himself.
This is me. Who am I speaking to?
We are
Who am
two
I speaking
gentlemen
to?
who are extremely interested
What
in
the
the
fuck?
vegetation philosophy that is advocated by this establishment.
Listening to you, I am.
You better be, you high-ass bastard. Alright, you're a gangster, possibly Yakuza.
We should like...
It is a school of anastomosis, the divine scholastic syndicate for vegetation veneration and meditation. You may say, the divine syndicate. Glory to the eukaryotic. Only true devotees, those whose hearts are ready to spermatify and to be permitted. You must earn it. Yes.
We visited Kew Gardens, and we found your symbols on their flower pots.
Coincidence, I am thinking. They would scavenge our refuse. It would not surprise me.
It was merely an observation. Green Grand Mystic, we are ready to become devotees and gain...
What is the name of our Lord, our God King?
Our God King's name is Treewan, Green Grand Mystic.
Oh la, good, good, I like you. Here is the holy key to the wisdom place. Holy donation, can you make whenever you so wish?
Thank you so much.
I pray
Yeah, it's
to
cracked
taste
out.
our fertilizer substance. From the burdens of life it helps to free.
But of course.
Raw sap, it is called.
Well, we will leave you to your meditation.
On with y'all stuff, sir. Crazy bastard.
Praise the grand tree, praise it! Praise the grand tree, praise it!
This must be Treewan.
What the fuck is this? Oh, is it something to praise or something to... Why does it have an injury like the other guy who I did an autopsy on?
Praise.
This door.
These damn locks, I'm telling you.
This cabinet. That would be enough to perform the most... A vast amount of opium.
Opium? Opium? I knew that guy was out of
A
it. Fucking fucking opium.
These instruments are used for...
Yeah, this guy's definitely a botany master. Not the
That
one we
should be
thought.
the raw sap that the Green Grand Mystic spoke of.
This is rather delicious. And of an...
My word, Holmes. Their sap is like a form of cocaine.
Might be. I like how I just consumed it. Drug table. The cocaine was delicious.
Caterpillars.
Did I just steal those caterpillars?
A tropical plant. A tropical...
There's also tropical plants over here too.
A tropical... A trop... A tropical... A tropical... These 3 plants are identical to the ones shown at the exhibition. I shall take them.
Okay, I just straight up stole this guy's plants. Little to no care in the world whether or not.
Perfect, Watson. We can begin our experiment.
Definitely don't have nothing good to think about the opium coked out guy. Great. Now he's doing all the namaste shit.
I imagine that one of these... I shall begin now. A prickly plant. A carnivorous. This is a strange and unusual plant. No reaction. My word, it shot a spike at me after I stabbed it with a pin. I imagined that its reaction would be ferocious if I increased the strength of my attack. My word. It appears to have fallen inactive after being disturbed. No reaction.
This plant becomes inactive after being drenched with alkaloid. It appears to open after being soaked with alkaloid. This plant becomes inactive after being drenched with alkaloid. It closed again. I believe I saw a small cloud of gas. I wonder what secrets this plant is hiding. Perhaps if we agitate it to a greater extent whilst it is opened, it will reveal a little more. It appears to... It closed again. I believe I saw a... I wonder what secrets this... No reaction. It... My word. It shot a spike at me after I... This plant... I find the behavior of predators utterly fascinating. It closed again. I wonder what secret... It appears to open after being soaked with alkaloid.
Oh, I get it, because, okay.
This plant seems to have had... This plant seems to have had no reaction from the caterpillars. This plant seems... Toxic gas with spores. Extraordinary. The plants would be capable of killing only if they were directly next to the victim and stimulated at precisely the right moment.
Let us take our caterpillars to the colonial...
It is too early, Watson. Our suspects will be there. Let us investigate Kew Gardens one more time and ask some questions.
back. I thought this one would be the final chapter, but I think the final one will be the one after this, and I'm getting tired. Come on, Sherlock, quicker.
Can you tell me if you saw Mr.
Yes, of course. I met him, and we went to see Albert, his son, at around 9:30. He appeared quite
What were you doing on the morning of the accident?
After paying multiple visits to Albert, I had a little talk with Miss White. Then I returned to my desk to complete some paperwork. Suddenly I observed that Mr. Dunn was not feeling well. I clearly remember that it was around 10:30, for I was late that morning.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation. Your father's death does seem...
Suspicious. Well, I was working in the seed house, taking care of Lysa, something, or Lear Pontus, or... No. Ah, these Latin names.
Did you see your...
Yes. He came here with Mr. Hamish for his week.
And then?
Nothing. They stepped out to the backyard. It was prep. Then about 10 minutes later, I saw my father heading for the dry tropics room.
And Mr. Hamish and Miss White? What were they both doing that morning?
Mr. Hamish visited me a couple of times. I also saw him returning from talking with me. But then he ran back here to me to tell me that my father was feeling unwell. We hurried across to the water lily room, and I found my father lying dead.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon.
Nah, I don't want to run across the map just to get to this bitch.
Can you tell me what Mr. Dunn was doing upon the day of his death?
Yes.
I can, but there is nothing very special to say. I was in the laboratory when I saw Mr. Dunn heading towards me. Tuesday is the day of his weekly visit. It was supposed to be at 9, but he was 10 minutes late, as usual.
And then?
Well, he came in to say good morning. Then I saw him spend 2 or 3 minutes by the plants outside the laboratory. After that, he ran out in the direction of the nursery, where Mr. Hamish was working. He was always in a rush during the inspection, you see. I would pity anyone.
And that was the last time you saw him?
Yes. I stayed in the laboratory until 20 minutes to 11, when I heard the cries of Albert and Mr. Hamish from the large glass.
I joined them as soon as I could, for I knew.
What exactly were you doing?
I was recording an experiment for my thesis. I only stopped my work once when Mr. Hamish visited me briefly around 10 o'clock.
You say you were recording an experiment when the tragedy occurred. Might I listen to the roll?
Oh, certainly. Please do. You will find it in the laboratory. It is number 320.
Thank you, miss.
Everyone has gone, Holmes. The way is clear.
When Montague panicking, he rushed to the door, but it was locked. He had to force it open with his shoulder. We already know the outcome. Well, it is time to perform our experiment on the ventilation system. The caterpillars could only fall from the ventilation duct. Our caterpillars are in place. I'll activate the ventilation system so that they fall down. Watson, stay here and observe.
All right, Holmes.
According to this, they have
Jeez, I gotta run all the way. They just made this like a running thing.
This is one of the outlets of the ventilation. Before starting the engine, the power is on. The engine cannot be started while the engine has started. The ventilation system is working. Excellent. This ventilation fan is working. Let us see if I can activate the other one. Perfect. Now I just need to find Watson to check the result.
It works perfectly, Holmes. Bravo. Now, if you could just help me to get rid of these caterpillars.
Perfect. Now we know how the murder of Montague Dunn was carried out, by activating both Albert's and Mr. Hamish's fans.
But only from Mr. Hamish's workplace would it be possible to see when Montague Dunn entered the Colonial Collection Room.
we are unable to see them. We can see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room from this window.
Something happened. My game froze. I don't know what happened. It didn't want me to figure out the mystery. I really don't want to shut it down in case it loses my... If I lost all of my stuff, I will have to redo it and make it part of the other chapter. Now, did anything get fucked up? Is what I want to know.
It works perfectly, but only for...
We can see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room from this window.
I'm still confused.
Fragments of a flower. The Kew Gardens symbol. A fragment. Do you have friends at Kew Gardens?
None. Not worthy there.
Do you have
None. Not worthy there.
Keys? No. Couldn't even prove that.
Do you have
None. Not worthy
Not
there.
worthy there.
None. Not worthy there.
Not worthy there.
None.
Come on.
Not worthy there.
Wait, which one have I? No.
Nevertheless, we have seen Kew Gardens flower pots in your yard. How could they...
What? Our sacred place you permitted yourself to search. Sacrilege.
No, really now. There was a theft of plants at Kew Gardens a matter of days ago. And we believe the pots we found here may be connected with...
No. Those plants were ours. They had stolen them from us.
How so?
Their director, Dump, I believe.
Done.
Yes, that's what I said. But he never gave them back to us. Excuses and imbecility. So we went in and saved them.
I see. So, if you stole those rare plants from them, then it means... Ah, I get it. Bravo, Holmes. I think the case is solved.
No, we did not steal. We saved. Well, as a matter of fact, we were unable to find our 3 plants.
I beg your pardon. And yet you took all of the exotic plants from the stand.
They had disappeared. It was the least we could do. They stole our sisters, and so we stole theirs.
Well, we will leave you.
Let's go to Scotland Yard.
Mr. Holmes?
Officer. I don't know this guy. Didn't I fight you in a bar?
Inspector?
Aha!
Very good.
I mean, I believe it was him. Well, adds up. Significantly.
Inspector, I came here as quickly as I could.
Martin Hamish is in the large glass house. There's no...
Farmhouse.
Oh my gosh. I'm on controls.
Holmes, my God!
Yes. We found him like that.
Our messing around with the ventilation system didn't go unnoticed. Mr. Hamish realized that we knew.
Inspector, could you arrange the body, please? I should like to examine it. The mark around the neck is very visible. He died instantly.
Life has become a living hell. I find it unbearable, undeserved to die, but I cannot forgive myself what I have blood upon my hands. I don't believe it.
Holmes, his left shoe is unique. This anomaly is often a characteristic of...
A club foot. Bravo, Watson. That is the key.
What should we do next?
Something about this
Why do you say that, Mr. Holmes?
Why? Because of Mr. Hamish's club foot. Oh, I deserve to be kicked from here to Charing Cross. I should have noticed it.
But, Mr. Holmes, I can't see why.
No, I don't suppose you do. You must recall that Mr. Dunn was locked inside the Colonial Collection Room by the murderer. If it was Mr. Hamish, he would have had to run up to his workplace to trigger the fan situated above it, taking into consideration the condition of his foot.
Well, it is still possible.
Perhaps, but it is rather strange that such a person as Mr. Hamish decided to base his plan on the speed of his gait.
You mean to say that somebody helped him?
So the suicide is questionable?
Correct. Mr. Hamish accuses only himself in his letter, and so the investigation stops.
Possibly an accomplice, then? That idea had not occurred to me, Mr. Holmes.
I have another idea, Inspector. Thanks to the testimony that we have collected, we are able to rebuild the events as they took place that day.
With a timeline, such as we did?
Precisely.
The map at the entrance of Kew Gardens should help us with our timeline.
Let us analyze the facts and statements so that we may recreate the events of that morning.
Went to meet Albert. Past. Past 10. It was 20 minutes to 10, and Huntington went out to the backyard. After 10 minutes, Dunn recommended his inspection and entered the dry topics. Had a conversation at 10 o'clock with Miss until 10:40. Do this again. Marty and Montague went to meet Albert 9:30 in the seat house. It was around 20 minutes to 10. And he went out to the backyard. 20 minutes to 10. After 10 minutes, Dunn recommend actions to try tropical seed. Marty and I had a conversation with Miss White, 10 o'clock. Miss White was in the laboratory till 10:40 when he saw Harvey over in the greenhouse and joined them. Hamish ran to Albert as soon as he observed that Dunn was unwell, which was around 10:30. Albert was in the seat house the entire morning. He observed returning from the visit with Miss 10 minutes past 10. the seed house the entire morning, he observed, returning from visiting Miss White at 10 minutes past 10. How else can I get any more? Backyard. After 10 minutes, Dunn recommenced his inspection and entered the dry tropic room. How conversation with Miss at 10 o'clock. What did I do wrong? Yeah, I get that part. It was around 20 minutes to 10. At 20 minutes to 10. And then after 10 minutes. I'm tired, I don't give a shit.
Perfect, Watson. Now,
What?
let us summarize. Montague Dunn was poisoned inside the Colonial Collection Room. He forced open the door, which means that someone locked him inside there at 10:20. Martin Hamish was last seen at 10:10. This means that he has approximately 10 minutes to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room. Given that he was club-footed, it is doubtful. Albert also has 10 minutes to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room, which is quite enough time. Miss White was last seen at 10 o'clock, which means that she had approximately 20 minutes to lock the door. More than enough time. Perfect, Watson. Now, let us ascertain who assisted Martin Hamish in killing Montague Dunn.
Nah, she doesn't deserve a second chance. Condemned.
But Holmes, how can you be certain that we'll find Miss White here?
It is obvious, Watson. Just use your brain.
I am using it. I do use it.
Now that the rope has tightened
I like how
around
he just
Martin
bashes
Hamish,
on
Miss White
bashes
must
on him all the
act to
time.
erase all traces of her implication.
Treats Watson like shit.
After the suicide of her accomplice, there is one final
And then
trace
he's like,
remaining.
nah, Watson, I
The
still
deadly
love you.
plants of the Divine
You
Syndicate.
piece of shit.
She will be there.
Very good. Shall we go?
Just one moment. Now listen to me, Watson. I shall see her alone. You will conceal yourself behind her, quietly.
Whatever are you planning?
Nothing spectacular. The impulses of women have always been a mystery to me. But she is a bold one, and so we must be cautious.
All right. You
Don't
can
even hear
count
it.
on me, Holmes.
Mr. Holmes, good day to you.
You do not seem surprised, Miss White.
Well, I was expecting you.
Not for too long, I believe. So please tell me, as it is still unclear, who planned the murder? Was it you?
You were wrong, Mr. Holmes.
It was Martin Hamish, then. You managed to convince him to take on a more prominent role.
You could not be further from the truth.
You think that you can fool me?
You don't care what I think.
It is difficult to care about someone who is capable of pushing a man to his suicide. It is over, Miss White. The police will be here any minute.
Over, perhaps. One moment you were here, and the next, you were on the other side.
The other side? No! Stop!
Oh. Or let her die.
This is tragic, Holmes.
Are you able to do anything?
I'm afraid not.
Well, I couldn't. Didn't stop her. I let her die. I accept my decision. completely accept my decision. It's funny because I looked at the button and I hesitated,
Where are you
and I
going,
was like,
Holmes? Have you been
I'm gonna
invited
let
somewhere?
it die.
We have been invited, Watson.
But this is where we will end it. Was an enjoying little thing that went on right there. But hey, we'll have the next episode to finish the rest of it, and then I'll make a whole little compilation video. Everyone have a good one.